Oh, this is Shake and Bake. I'm going to be talking about Battlefield 4. The beta. It's an outstanding game. However, there's some serious issues that are impacting the ability to join the game and to be able to actually play the game because of the lag that you experience. And it's really going to come down to the CPUs being choked out. And why I'm on Battlefield 3 is I just want to tell you, on my second screen, I have Taskmaster running. I'm looking at my resource monitor. And right now, let's go in. I want to show you. This is a pretty full server. Go to Options Video. Let's just put this on Ultra. All Ultra settings. Save those settings. Let's get into the game here. You can see here all hell is breaking loose. But I'm looking over at my screen. I got no lag. Smooth as butter. But looking over at the resource monitor, CPU right now is at about 65. So, and that, I mean, Battlefield 3 is. It's using about 65% of my CPU, and that's it, okay? So, game's running, no issues, smooth as butter. And so I wanted to show you that real quick to show you that you can run, my system running a GTX 780. I got 16 gigs of RAM. I got an i7 in here. My motherboard is the Asus Pro Z87. So I got a high-end system. No issues running this game on Ultra. And normally, if I'm not running fraps, I'm up to about 85 to 100 frames a second. So real quick at that. Now let's jump to Battlefield 4 the beta and see what is going on there with the CPU and look at some numbers there and also talk about what does this mean about for tomorrow when this thing goes wide open, okay? Stand by. Okay, so here we are on Battlefield 4, the battle log, okay, for the beta. And the reason I'm pulling this up first is here's what I'm concerned about. As you look at a lot of the servers on here, they're empty. And I think really the reason they're empty is we're having so many problems with people being able to get into the beta and actually play it. And if you can get into the beta, the other problem people are experiencing is the lag that you experience in-game. And there is a lot of posts in the forums on Battlelog about the problems people are experiencing. And there's all kinds of suggestions on how to fix it, from rolling back drivers, using the new beta drivers. That it's more of a problem for NVIDIA driver for GPUs. So, and before we get into the videos I'm going to show you in the game, I've tried, I swear, mostly all of them, and really none have helped. And the other part is there really is no rhyme or reason on some people being able to play and some not. I played with a guy last night who has half the machine I do, who has no issues running at 50 frames a second. He says it's smooth, no lag, nothing. So part of it is the CPUs are being choked out in this Battlefield 4 beta. And let me show you some footage right now of the different settings in the game. The reason I'm concerned, and I'm throwing it out there to the community, is, what's the impact going to be when this goes live tomorrow for everybody? I mean, what are people going to think of the game? Can they even get on? And I know it's a beta, and part of the beta is to get in there and find problems with it, give feedback. But if people can't even get in the game or even play it, how are they going to give feedback? So hopefully DICE comes out with a patch soon, or at least some kind of message about this, that they understand it's a problem. So let's jump into the action. I'll show you the different settings: low, medium, high, and ultra. Okay, so here we are in Battlefield 4, the beta, which I'm going to start off saying is I'm ready to love this game. I think this game, to me, is freaking amazing. I love it. I love some of the rollback features they brought back from Battlefield 2. I think this is going to be great. But right now, again, let me show you kind of what's going on from what I'm seeing and reading. And let's start off with the settings. So let's go into settings right now. And let's go to video. And I'm going to put it on low settings. Apply that. Resume. Let's get back in. Let's get into the game. And let's spawn back somewhere back here. Okay, so low settings, right? Which should make a difference in performance, right? Now, I'm looking over at how much BF4 is using Now you see that lag? You see that down to 4 frames a second right there. And so this is what happens, these spikes. You know, as you're playing, these spikes happen, and it gets worse and worse the more you play. So like right now I'm chugging along here, you know, 20 frames a second maybe. I'm looking at it's about 75% on my average CPU for BF4. So basically my CPU right now is maxed out. It's about 98%, almost 100%, and it's just killing. The CPU is just getting choked. I mean, choked hard. Just chugging along here. This is on low, my friends. GTX 780, 16 gigs of RAM, i7. This should not be happening. And again, for us to get feedback, we got to be able to play it a little bit, okay? So let me hide here for a minute so I don't die. Now let's put it on. Let's bump the options up here, and we're going to go medium. Let's see if that does anything, changes. You think it even gets slower, but to be honest, it really doesn't matter. You know, I'm able to run right now. Here comes the chugging now. Chug, 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 chug. CPU 95, 98%, hitting the 100. Look at this. It's just chug, 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 chug. I mean, it's ridiculous. So again, it really, you know, I'll go in now and change to high. Let's do that. Let's get in the game. So again, I'm not slamming this game. I tell you right now, I'm pumped. My community friends are pumped about this game, but there is a high level of frustration that a lot of them can't get on, and when they do, this is what they're experiencing. And you know, again, some have some lower end systems, so it's probably worse for them. But you see this chugging, chugging, chugging. Bad. It's got to be fixed. They got to get some out quick so we actually can play this beta and give feedback before the final rollout. So, all right, there you go. That's high. Didn't really change anything. Just it's kind of the same, even on low. Back, I'll hit it on ultra settings. Resume. There's ultra settings. So, chugging along. It's CPU's just, you know, it jumped up a little bit for BF4, 81%. Not much. It's still about the same. Again, my CPU's maxed out right now, 95 to 100% spikes, and this is just not playable. I mean, I've been on playing it, you know, and I've been getting into it, but man, it's just so hard. And again, I think the servers reflect that. There are a lot of empty servers. So, big release tomorrow. Everybody's going to be jumping on this. God, I hope they do an update, something, so we can get on this wonderful game and give feedback like you should in a beta. So share your thoughts. What do you guys think? Is this impacting the game as far as the impact it could have on sales on the game? Do you guys think this is a really old version that they know they're not going to actually roll out? I mean, look at this lag. It's horrible, guys. Just kind of put something out for us to play with. I mean, what do you guys think is going on here? And do you think they need to get this fixed ASAP so we actually can enjoy this beta, give the feedback that's needed? Because I tell you, I'm concerned. All right, and the reason probably I'm concerned is I'm making this video. I think this game's got a ton of potential. The fact that they brought back Commander, 5-man squad, the ability to give squad orders, all of that, and just this Levolution crap, it's just freaking amazing. So this is Shake and Bake. Appreciate the likes and subscribes. Hopefully we see a patch coming out soon. I will be posting stuff on Twitter if I see some updates coming out from Battlefield, from DICE. So swing by www.shakespub.net and we'll keep you updated. All right, Shake out.